Yeah, that's what it's like when anything happens. Let's go get food. Well, I want salad all day. Well, I want fruit all day. Well, I want silly snacks all day. Well, I want coffee. Oh, I'm tired. They always have coffee. I want some juice. Well, I smoke for real and she only fake smokes. This is terrible. I need 3 of these things. Well, I don't really smoke and I got used to this fun fake smoking with Bonnie. I only want 1 of these. Like, you have no idea how much it is difficult for 5 billion gods and angels and children of God and husbands and more to be stuck in one area around me trying to make decisions. Everybody wants to go to the lake. About 20% of everybody. Everybody wants to go to the Motel 6. About 20% of everybody. Everybody says, no, you got to be by the truckers. This is like the first rain. It's going to make you think of the safety and protection. It's going to make you jump into protective mother and father overload and put the most and the best that you have into the truckers, cops, emergency crews, things that matter. And I had to say, you know what? That's a good one. When the first rain always makes the roads real slippery, and it really makes gods remember things that matter. And if we spend the nighttime near the truckers, their heroics and dedication are going to remind us of cops, soldiers, massive ambulance emergency workers, and so many people out there that fight so hard for a better tomorrow. And it is the first rain, and it would make us think of that. And we could always go to the lake a different day. The second or third day it rains, it's not going to be as important anymore. Well, if they're all going to argue about 5 billion choices, that makes sense. You pick the truckers first because the rain drives your panic and your protectiveness. Then the second rain, you get God and nature and the beauty of nature and God and rain in the lake. And then maybe the room or something. Like, you switch it up, but like, no. Yeah. I can't take all the snakes and the rats rolling around inside me. Down to a choice. They just can't ever make a choice. But I get it. There's endless giants that hang out right next to me. And it's hard for everything of every different kind of mentality or preference to ever make one choice together. And I get that. People probably aren't meant to be stuck in a big group like this, but like, it's the times. So I don't know. They'll figure it out. They'll argue it out, figure it out. And now I've got 2 power banks. So no matter what, we could end up at the lake. It's going to be fine because we got enough power banks. I've stocked up on wipes. I've stocked up on everything. And I even stocked up on snacks. So if they pick somewhere silly to go, we picked cereal. So snack people won, or the people that were picking silly snack items, they won. So I had already gotten a Dunkin' Latte this morning just to get it out of the way because I wanted a bagel. But this was for our little lunch or nighttime little silliness, and it's just cereal. We all happen to love to eat, those Cheerios, honey Cheerios. We like to eat those honey Cheerios like it's food and a snack, and we like to eat Lucky Charms like it's food and a snack. And then we got some of them strawberry Jellos, and we thought we'll just eat stuff like that like a snack. And then we got 2 fun little juices. I guess I could show you guys. I put it in a bag right next to me. So I put the bag, I rolled up the bag so I could hide it right next to me, so that as I'm driving, if I get to take a break, I can just grab whatever snack I want. Straight out of the bag till there's no more snacks. See? Honey Nut Cheerios. Then we got Lucky Charm bag. I had to get chocolate covered marshmallows. So that looks like Easter, but it's because I just really had to eat some chocolate covered marshmallows. Here's the little Jello. And then we got, I think, apple juice and something else. Yep. Apple juice and strawberry kiwi. And then we got whatever wipes they had left. I think 5. They had 5 packs of wipes left. Or antibacterial wipes. So that was everything. I think that's good enough. If we're going to go do something silly, these snacks are probably good enough. I'm just a little bummed if we go to the lake because I kind of want to barbecue, but like it's not that big a deal. We can barbecue another day. But I really want to barbecue because we haven't done it yet because I get so chicken la. I become a massive chicken in the I become a chicken in the cold. I become a massive chicken when it's too cold and I don't barbecue. But it makes you think that in the rain, if it's raining and it stops to any extent, a barbecue might actually be something you'd actually want to do even if it's cold, to get away from like just sitting in the rain and do something else. But yeah, whatever. Got a lot of family. So it just goes how it goes, man, because family just runs the nations here and tells us where we're headed every day. So, might be a good time to talk to the children of God. I got 3 of those white sage incenses. The white sage incense is such a winner, and the passengers overall love the white sage incense. So I got 3 packs to burn it whenever I think of it. Ooh. And of course I got me a watermelon blow pop. You gotta enjoy having a blow pop, man. It's like part of life. I'm not gonna lie. I had to go to the island. So I ran into the island that I created. And I went into the old-fashioned island section. So in my island, you can go to almost anything. So in the island of gods that I created, it looks small when you fly in, but it lasts forever and goes on forever inside of the island. Because it's power and magic and stuff. So you can go to black magic, voodoo. There's a whole voodoo-like city or a whole voodoo area, a whole black magic area. Monumental piles of just everything you could ever dream in this island. And I had to go to the olden day one because I had to be somewhere where I could pick up a phone and listen to that lady say, "At the tone, the time will be." And then I just had to pick up a phone that I had to go from 9, 6. I just had to do it. I just had to do it. Then I had to go to the other phone. Operator. In the old days when they had those ones that you just stick to your ear, you would say operator until they answered, because sometimes they got gossipy and well, they didn't want to always pick up the phone. And they often sat all by themselves in a corner and like they could ignore answering the phone. So you'd always sit there, operator, till they answer, and then you say, 496 whatever code. It was usually like Horus card something 9 or 999. No, wait, that's on a radio. I forgot what I said. I made up one from the past, but I forgot what I said. But it was like a word. It was always like a word and some numbers. Usually when you're calling the operator to be connected to who you were trying to call. And I just had to go back to the olden days and go through all the weird olden day stuff that I'm really mad that they took away. And then I got really mad. I wanted futuristic payphones, and they would not goddamn flippity do it. I could not find one goddamn child of God or godly kid, or I could not even find my own all mine. The ones that were all mine wouldn't even do it. I wanted a futuristic payphone system where you go into the payphone system and it's a whole virtual lifestyle reality fun thing where a soldier's wife might go into the payphone to talk to her soldier from far away rather than call him on the phone. Like the most maximum beautiful, amazing experience of calling or contacting or being in touch with the rest of the world. So that when people just need to make a phone call, like that one's quick, easy, and cheap, but you could take the whole kaleidoscope up to, the biggest sexual adventure with your spouse from far away or whatever. And then the payphone would just clean itself after each person is in there. So I thought that would give birth to intelligence pods. So I wanted those futuristic payphones to give birth to intelligence pods. So like somewhere you can sit down and just command the area to do everything technologically that you want at once. Like you'd sit in it, and the pod could just look like a table and chairs. That could translate into a bed if you planned on staying there for hours or whatever. Or just stay at a table. And then you could be like, pod 84 activation system, blah, blah. So it activates. Well, hello, John, Joe, whoever the fuck. I need my report for this meeting. I need the report for that meeting. And I need my overall total reporting I was working on. And then you just tell them the file that's hooked into your phone and they pull the files out. And then you could sit and watch all of it at the same time while the actual pod is developing everything for you. So like you would learn to just record everything for a report. Then you tap it in your phone, recorded, and tell the pod to do it all. And this coincides with the fact that I wanted police officer uniforms to be laced in technology that helps do their reporting for them. Because, guys are good at being heroes, but like paperwork really sucks. Sometimes, unless they're into it, but nobody would do what I wanted. They all suck. So I'm just going to sit here and bellyache and bitch. And be happy that at my island, all of it exists beyond all of it.